And so it begins for the Husky football team as day one of their fall practice began today. And so it was spirited practice, and, it was like the first day of school, and drills, and, then they went to the team practices as well. So the idea, what we saw, was for the team to come out and, practice with the fast pace. So let's do this. Let's go to the video, and then we'll hear from Coach Kaylin.
Up and go! Let's go! There you go. Take it up the smoke. Back here. Tuck it away. Tuck it away.
Pretty crisp practice. You can see where the guys' focuses are at. Even for going from spring ball to fall camp now, there's just another level of engagement, mindset. It's fun seeing the new guys that we haven't had a chance to see yet that have joined the program, especially those freshmen. You spend a lot of time thinking and wondering what they're going to look exactly like, and I thought they did a nice job out there. They're getting thrown a lot of stuff because we're, as a staff with continuity and a lot of the upperclassmen returning, probably at a 200 or 300 level day one install, not just that 100 level that we probably had a year ago. So a lot of stuff thrown up, those young guys, those new guys, but love the team effort. I think there's definitely some intention of competing, but also looking out for each other at the same time, knowing we're all fighting the same battle and want the same thing. So it was good to be out there. Couldn't ask for a better day when it comes to weather, that's for sure. There's just so many meetings and things you got to check off, from compliance meetings to making sure everyone understands the expectations, from equipment to training room, and you knock out all those things, and the guys are just chomping at the bit to get on the field. And the coaches are the same way, So we love to do this, and I think those first days of fall camp are much like the spring. You've been doing a lot of prep work and come off maybe a couple weeks or a few days of vacation too, and it's exciting to be out there. A lot's always made about Rome and Jalen. I think JP a lot of time gets lost in the shuffle there. He had as good of a summer as anyone. He's just running as well as I've ever seen, and he's just so solid at the end of the year. Last year he came up with the big plays down the field, but he's also the guy moving the chains. And then you like the guys you're talking about with Jeremy and Denzel. Just year two in college football for them. Both been through at least the spring, and Denzel's been through a whole year with our offense. And so you're seeing the combination of knowledge and understanding of college football and our offense mixed in with just body types that are pretty special and can do some really big things. And so it's fun seeing those guys out there making those plays that you saw, both down the field and consistent. Because I trust those guys. I trust those receivers from top to bottom. They're a group that has a lot of pride, and they hold each other accountable, first themselves and then the rest of the unit. And they got a lot of momentum, a lot of juice that they bring to the team, not just the offense. So I'm excited about that room. I saw some freshmen out there taking some snaps and a little bit lost here and there, but they're kind of that next wave too, just a year younger than Zell and Jeremy. Always him. I think that just constantly adds to the consistency or continuity, I should say. Last year it was like, who's up with the ones, and it was a rotation between three quarterbacks, for almost 2 weeks or right at that. And so I think that part is just different. And so his presence just over and over with that same unit, that familiarity that every snap they took. Now a lot of it just comes because they built such a trust in him last year during the season. But he's not, when I say more vocal, he's not loud, but he gives a talk. We kind of set it up, and he was definitely ready and willing to give a talk. We do kind of a fourth quarter talk by a player, and everyone kind of puts their dubs up, and he gave a great talk. And I think he goes through pretty much every meeting that I've seen, for sure when it's a quarterback meeting, but offensive meeting, team meeting, there's something he needs to say. He doesn't hold back, and it's real subtle sometimes. It's not this thing where it's look at me, he doesn't lead that way. But man, this is important to him. He came back for a reason, and he's not going to let anything slip through the cracks. So if there's something that needs to be said, he's going to say it. It's really good. I think, I think there's just an appreciation in all ways, right, between what the coaches do and what the work is that they put in with the players, and the guys just trust and believe in that. They got a staff that really cares about them. I think your relationships are so much deeper. And I think the key for us is just always trying to make things a little bit uncomfortable, never falling into a level of complacency. And I don't see that, don't expect that. But we know we're going to be in some uncomfortable situations. We were in a lot of them last year. Some of them might even have been in practice, but we got to be comfortable, continue to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And so pushing the guys but also them knowing that we trust them. I think that's just kind of where we've really grown the last part of the season a year ago to where we're at even right now.
Right. So There you heard it from head coach Kalen DeBoer, just talking about, like as I said on the opener, first day of school and some of the progressions he's seen in terms of quarterback. Michael Penix Jr. obviously second year, and just the expectations, and also just in terms of him as a coach, second year here, University of Washington, and the unit that is the coaching unit, just what that's like, and the expectations as they continue to build on, I would say, obviously a highly successful season last year, and this year, some more loftier goals. But in practice, as I said, it was real crisp. It was real slow to start off with. Coaches had to yell at some of the players. They were lethargic. But as the practice went on, you kind of saw the leaders set the example. Mish Powell, one of those, and Michael Penix Jr., Edafuan, LaFouche also. So, as practice went on, you began to see the crispness. You began to see the leadership, and you began to see the pace. And you kind of, other notes there, I thought, the offense had the better day over the defense. Michael Penix, a couple really good touchdown passes there, to Jalen McMillan and Rome. Rome didn't catch a TD, but you could tell that a couple real good catches up the middle and on the wide when they were doing again team drills. So there it is, day one of the Husky fall practices in the book for the CascadiaSports.net. I'm Osvita Mari.